I was 21, had moved to a new city, and got my first apartment. I headed to the local mall one day to buy essentials and things to decorate. It was my first time at this mall. I parked outside a department store and just walked through the mall, seeing what stores they had. I was in a store that sold wall art and was browsing through the prints when I happened to look up. There was an older man, 50s maybe, who was pretending to look through prints as well, but he was actually looking at me, then looked back down when we made eye contact. I got a weird feeling, and left the store. I walked down a little and went into CVS. I then noticed that the man had followed me there. Just to be sure, I went over to the feminine products aisle. Sure enough, he followed me into the aisle, pretending to look at the products. It was pretty funny when he realized what he was looking at and got flustered. He stayed close to me throughout the store. When I went to check out, he made a beeline for the register as well, but thankfully, someone had stepped in line behind me. It obviously pissed him off. I watched out of the corner of my eye as he looked through the candy bars for something to buy, I guess so he wouldn't look suspicious. Now my radar was really up. I left the store and very quickly ducked into the store next door and hid behind a pillar. I peeked out and saw that he had run out of CVS and was now standing in front of the store, looking in both directions, presumably for me. I went to the back of the store and told the girls that a creepy man was following me. I didn't think I needed security to come, just wanted to hang out for a while, so they let me sit behind the register. I waited about 30 minutes before leaving. So I continue my shopping, and don't see him for the remaining hour or so. I go back to the department store, look around a bit, and then leave through the side entrance where I'd parked. I go through the first set of doors, and as is my habit, I check to see if anyone is also coming out so I can hold the door for them. And who the hell is coming out right behind me, but this man? I say, God damn it, I knew I'd forget something, and go back into the store. I head to the first employee I see and tell them what's happening and that I need mall security stat. Security comes, I tell them the story and give a description of the man, then am escorted to my car. Phew. I'm in the car, doors locked, and unwrap one of the cassette tapes I just bought and pop it in. As I'm driving away, I see the man. I stop the car and watch. He's walking in a more empty part of the lot, with a short, heavy blonde woman with glasses. I exit the mall from a different direction, so he won't see me. But it doesn't end there. Flash forward about a year and a half later. I'd quit my job at a doctor's office, took a trip to Italy, started a new job at a department store, then took a trip to France. Note, the mall I was working at was about 25 miles away from the other one. So one night I'm at my counter, and an older woman comes up, looking at the products. The brand I'm representing is French, and she starts talking about Paris. I mention that I had recently been to Paris, as well as Italy, and how much I have fallen in love with Europe and wished that I could move there, but I'd looked into it and I would need to find a job first. She says, well, this might be your lucky day. The company I work for is hiring, I think you would be a perfect fit, and we have offices in Europe. It would be very easy for you to work in one of our overseas offices. I ask her what type of work it is, and she says it's in hospitality. I ask for the company name, and she says, well, I'm in a bit of a rush, but if you give me your number, I can call you when it's convenient and give you all of the information. And that's when I started shaking. This is how my intuition tells me that something's not right. I look more closely at her, and that's when I realized, this is the same woman who I saw walking with that man. I'm so thankful that I had left my name tag at home that day. I gave her a fake name and fake number. Never saw her, or the man, again.